Alright, so now we are at the superior vena cava, or I don't know if I went over that in the last video, but I'll just go over it again. It's this opening. Let me just get my finger in it really quick. Let me stick a probe in it. Where my probe is sticking out of, that is the superior vena cava. If we open it up, the inferior vena cava would be where the probe is coming out of. Sorry. There. The coronary sinus. Let me situate myself. Is near the right side of the heart. Coronary sinus would be somewhere in this area here. It's near the right atrium and the right ventricle. So the sinus should be here, and that empties into the right atrium. So it should have some connection there. Next, are these vessels veins or arteries? And they are veins, and they are deoxygenated. Next we have the internal anatomy of the heart, and it says to show the pectinate in the inner wall of the right atrium. So the right atrium, the muscle in the right atrium, pectinate muscles there. There's little grooves in the wall of the atrium, right atrium. It says show the myocardium of the right and left ventricles. Myocardium is in your media area here. Right and left ventricles. So where my thumb is pointing. Myocardium. Why is the myocardium of the left ventricle 3 times thicker than that of the right ventricle? So the right, let's see, the left ventricle, why is the myocardium on the left ventricle 3 times thicker? As you can see where my fingers are pointing compared to over here. And that's because the left ventricle pumps blood to the body, and the right ventricle only pumps blood to the lungs. So of course it needs a bigger pumping mechanism to get that blood pumped through the body, to the body. Next it says point out the trabeculae carnae on the inner surface of the ventricles. And the trabeculae carnae are the little web structures on the inside of the ventricles, where my fingers are pointing. And you can see it better on this side of the right ventricles. That little web structure in there. Where my thumb is, and over here you can see it better there. Next it says to show the interventricular septum, and this separates the left and right ventricles. left and right ventricles. The interventricular septum would be here. Interventricular septum. I'm almost positive. Let me just double check really fast. Yes, that's correct. I just wanted to reference something, so I got that right. Interventricular septum is there. Next we have the bicuspid or mitral or left AV valve. The left AV valve. And that, the bicuspid valve is at the top of this left atrium, which is there, somewhere in this area there. The tricuspid valve, or the right AV valve, located the right atrium there near the bottom of the chamber, pumps into the right ventricle. The tricuspid, okay, I went over that, sorry. The coordinae tendineae is the web structure near the tricuspid valve. So let's find that again. I believe I said that was the... I think I pointed that out earlier as something else, but I'll just go with it. The web structures there, or the coordinae tendineae, those cords there. The cuffs of the valve, that is, sorry, I think these are the cusps of this valve. I might have severed it with my, what I'm pointing with my thumb. It might be part of that cusp of the bicuspid valve, I believe. The tricuspid valve is pretty hard to see. Sorry, I know I'm not keeping this in focus. I'm sorry about that. Excuse me. But that is really hard to point out on this heart. I'm not sure if I cut it open wrong or what I did, but you know, it's a hard structure to learn. And it's even harder to do it with one hand because I'm using my cell phone to shoot this video. It's better quality video than my laptop, so there's a little inside look. I don't know if I did what I was supposed to, but I tried. Next is the papillary muscles. Papillary muscles, which is near the tricuspid valve. Let's see, tricuspid valve, right atrium, papillary muscles. If you could see, I guess it would be the muscles here. Papillary muscle. Let me just double check. It's near the actually on my reference sheet it says it's the papillary muscles are near the mitral bicuspid valve, which is on the left side. So those muscles, I'm trying to look at two things at once, are connected to this are connected to the web-like structures, the tendineae, the coordinae tendineae. So the muscle must be here, papillary muscle. Pulmonary, the next structure is the pulmonary semilunar valve, which is located at the top left atrium. So that valve, pulmonary valve, let's see if I could find it on my pulmonary valve. I guess it would be somewhere. Pulmonary valve, because it's connected to the pulmonary trunk. pulmonary trunk is coming in from here, from the top here. This is the pulmonary trunk. So we go. Let me stick a probe in there really quick. Give me 1 second. Pulmonary trunk. Okay, pulmonary trunk. It's there. So the pulmonary semilunar valve. Maybe it's better visible on this side. At any rate, it should be somewhere there near the pulmonary trunk. It's the valve that controls that blood flow there, where my probe is. The aortic semilunar valve is connected to the aorta, of course. And let me stick my probe into the aorta. Let's see if we can find it. The valve would be where my probe is connected. I'm not sure if this structure here where my thumb is touching might be the aortic semilunar valve. It's possible, I guess. My dissection of the heart wasn't as successful as the dissection of the brain. But it is easier to study when I'm not shooting a video. So that is the end of my sheep heart dissection video. If I sped through it, I'm sorry, and if I severed my heart, I apologize for that. It was confusing for me. More than the sheep brain, but it was a fun experience. So this is Anthony Rubio-Brown. Thank you.